All right, Buck, we made it here to the NFC Championship game, and, man, I cannot wait for this one. Minnesota Vikings going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. I thought maybe we break this down on both sides of the ball for this one.
I mean, it should be exciting. Two best teams in the NFC get a chance to go to the championship game.
All right, let's look first. Philadelphia Eagles offense going up against this Minnesota Vikings defense. We're looking at Alshon Jeffery and Xavier Rhodes, two power forwards, going to slug it out in this one.
Absolutely. This is a passing league, and so you have to have a shutdown corner and a dominant number one receiver to be able to get it done. We get an opportunity to see these two guys square it off. In Xavier Rhodes, we're talking about a premier shutdown corner. Big, fast, physical, does a great job of putting his hands on wide receivers and really nullifying them at the point of attack. He is tough to get around. He can play in a variety of different ways. He can play off. He can go up and go nose to nose, and that is challenging for most wide receivers. I believe he's going to challenge Alshon Jeffery each and every snap. We will see if number 17 is up to the challenge.
All right, look at Alshon Jeffery and watch him last week against the Atlanta Falcons, a game where he was finally able to get untracked a little bit. And I think, to me, the key is all about spacing with this Eagles offense. See him here at the top of the screen. Keep an eye on Selleck in the slot. He's going to take an inside release on Keanu Neal to create all that space. Nice, easy window, easy throw for Nick Foles. First down, Philadelphia. Now, you look at this second play, you're going to see him go 3-by-1. Again, look at the spacing and look at the room Alshon Jeffery has to work. He's going to take a little bit of a tighter split, Buck, but then he's going to take an inside release to even give himself some more room. And watch the physicality there at the top. You create all that separation, all that space. This is a clear-sided throw for Nick Foles, and about as easy a completion as it gets. So, to me, Alshon Jeffery's got to be big in this game. I think the running game will get stopped because of these fronts. They're going to have to throw the ball, and Alshon Jeffery has to be big.
Championship games are all about big boy football. Both of these guys are going to have to step up and play big. Xavier Rhodes has to be very, very physical. Alshon Jeffery also has to be physical. The guy who is left standing is going to be the guy that has the better matchup.
All right, let's now flip it over to the other side of the ball. Let's give the Minnesota Vikings the football and look at the matchup against this Philadelphia Eagles run defense. I think we're focusing on the running backs here. Is that what we're looking?
It's absolutely the focus of the running backs. I believe this is an underrated running back tandem, Latavius Murray and Jerick McKinnon. Latavius Murray is a former Pro Bowler, a guy that certainly can get it done. But when you look at this team and you look at what Jerick McKinnon does, he's a dynamic change of pace back, can get to the edges, can make things happen on the perimeter. And not only as a runner, but as a receiver, you got to get him the ball. But at the end of the day, it's going to come down to Latavius Murray being able to slam it up in between the tackles, being physical, being a bully inside. If he can run the ball and have some impacts, have some effectiveness, it will take some of the pressure off Case Keenum. And in fact, it could set Case Keenum up to have a big day off play action.
How about the job the Minnesota Vikings did rebuilding that offensive line? I mean, they are a physical unit. Outstanding. Really, hats off to Rick Spielman there, the job they did rebuilding that line. That run game gets cranked up. They're tough to stop. I look at this defense, though, for the Philadelphia Eagles when it comes to stopping the run, Buck. Nobody's better than these guys. And the way they do it, it's team effort, and they work together. I'm going to show you two plays here. Watch three guys. You're going to see Fletcher Cox. You see him to the left of the center. You're going to see Vinny Curry out there on the edge. And you're also going to see cutting through and getting some penetration here is Timmy Jernigan. He gets the penetration. Curry sets the edge, and then you look at Fletcher Cox pursuing from the backside. Now, you're going to see Cox again, 91 inside. You're going to see Brandon Graham on the edge, and Kendricks. Brandon Graham sets the edge. That's what you've got to do in this contest. Kendricks not afraid to shoot it, immediately shoot the gap, and then Fletcher Cox defeats the backside cutoff, and he ends up making a tackle. You aren't that good against the run just because you got great individual players. You're great because everybody knows their assignment and they're executing perfectly.
Hey, hats off to Jim Schwartz. I think he does a great job of prepping his guys. I believe they're one of the more disciplined teams that I've seen when it comes to playing defense, not only against the run but also against the pass. He does a great job of getting his guys to buy into the scheme, and because of that, they're tough to run against. In saying that, I like the Minnesota Vikings in this game. I just believe there's something going on in Minnesota that is special. I like their defense. I like the way they're playing on offense. Case Keenum has kind of been a nice find for them. I believe he has another performance left in him, and that's just going to be enough to get them over the top.
I'm going to give you my my X factor that I wasn't going to say. To me, it's the fans in Philly. How loud it's going to be is going to allow that defensive line to get off a little bit, get off the ball.
You think
the Philadelphia fans could be an X factor in this game. I like the Eagles to get this one done, Buck. I'm looking forward to watching this thing, though. It's going to be fun. Hey, Move the Sticks podcast, 3 days a week, right?
3 times a week, Sunday night, Tuesday, and Thursday. Check it out.
All right, there you go. Also, check out the videos you see on the bottom of the screen, NFL.com/MTS video and YouTube.com/NFL.